Howdy, my name is Justin Sines, your 4-H and Urban Youth Agent here in Montgomery County. We're coming to you live on tape from the Montgomery County Extension Demonstration Gardens. We are excited that we have partnered with the Montgomery County Public Libraries to bring you a new video program called 4-H Agrication. Over the next 8 weeks, we'll be visiting various places in and around Montgomery County that feature Texas agricultural products. On this episode, we're going to be visiting kids who are in agriculture through the 4-H Club. Some of you have heard of 4-H, but here's the secret. You don't have to own livestock to be a 4-H member, as long as you're in the 3rd through 12th grade. The 4-H's stand for head, heart, hands, and health. And through those H's, kids pledge their head to clear thinking, their hearts to greater loyalty, their hands to larger service, and their health for better living, for their clubs, their communities, their country, and their world. Let's hear from National 4-H and see where 4-H came from and where we are today.
It began with the seed of an idea. In 1902, the Heartland needed folks to embrace new advances in agriculture. But leaders with open minds, strong hearts, and willing hands weren't in abundance. Luckily, kids were.
By empowering the next generation to lead, 4-H took root and grew and grew and grew.
Grew kids who are confident and strong, who are curious enough to question, and capable enough to find the answer.
Who stick to a job until the job gets done. Who know how to work with others and how to lead.
4-H has kept right on growing. Out of the farms and into the towns, from the suburbs to the cities.
Anywhere curiosity roams, then confidence thrives. Anywhere technology can be advanced and achievement is valued. Anywhere positive change is possible, and giving back moves entire communities forward.
When you think about it, it makes sense that we began with farming. After all, true leaders aren't born. They're grown.
As you just heard, 4-H is a very old club, but we are still going very strong today. Even though we got our roots in agriculture, we have expanded to over 40 different projects. Some of those include robotics, videography, food and nutrition, interior design, and wildlife and natural resources, to name a few. Let's meet some of our 4-H members and catch up and see what they're doing at the Montgomery County Fair. First up is Jesse. He's been involved with 4-H for 5 years. His projects include poultry, sheep, robotics, and videography. Take it away, Jesse.
Hi, I'm Jesse Butler, and today I'll be showing my chickens at the Montgomery County Fair.
It is an intense 6 weeks of feeding, watering, and tending the birds that start out as cute little fluffy babies and turn into big, full-grown meaty birds. There are so many factors that go into raising a good pen of broilers. They have to have constant feed and water, they have to be at the right temperature all the time, and they have to be gotten up throughout the day so that they're eating and drinking. Because the more they eat, the more they will grow.
Okay, so how the judges judge chickens is we have to hold our chickens up by their legs upside down, and the judge comes around and feels them. It's either how hard and how long they are is considered a good chicken. A bad chicken may be soft and not very long, or soft and not very wide. So when we checked in, we had to make sure that all of our birds had wing bands and weren't bruised. There are a number on their wings, and it's an identification of if these birds are actually yours. They have a green one on one of the wings that represents the Montgomery County Fair, and on the other one, they have a silver one that has their band number.
Did you know that in 2018, more than 9 billion broilers were produced? While our family operation comes nowhere near that number, I have to say, I really enjoy raising and showing broilers.
My favorite part about raising broilers is probably going to the show, because we get to have fun and show our hard work that we've made over the past 6 weeks. And sometimes even a little money can come out of it.
Thank you, sir. Lot 105, Grand Champion Broilers, James David, Fur and Feathers 4-H, Fur and Feathers 4-H. Here are your broilers, here you bet. $9 on $5,000 wherever $5,000 $5,000, 6,000, under 5,000, who gives 6,000, 5,000, $6,000 anymore. Sold $5,000.
Our second 4-H'er is Karis. She's been involved with 4-H for 3 years. Her projects include swine, leadership, photography, and videography. Let's hear from Karis.
Hi, Montgomery County. My name is Karis Downs, and I'm here at the Montgomery County Fair Association. Here today, I will be showing my market barrow. Our market barrows are weighed because you just want to know their weight, because it's kind of hard to predict their weight when you're just looking at them. And we definitely weigh them for the class breaks, and the class breaks are because you don't want to have 2 market barrows in the same class that are possibly 70 pounds apart. The minimum weight here at Montgomery County Fair for market barrows is 240 pounds, and then the maximum is 290 pounds. Mine weighed in at 281. My market barrow is class 7 crossbred. By the way, did you know that Texas is ranked 14th in the U.S. for pork consumption? In 2017, Texas produced 369 million pounds of pork. The average carcass weighs just 211 pounds. To show your pig, you just have to make sure that they're presented properly. You definitely have to give the judge all of the looks that he needs, which is front, side, and rear. If you don't have those views, then you're more than likely not going to give him enough information about your barrow or your gilt. Did you know that pork tenderloin beats the leanest cuts of chicken and beef when it comes to calories, cholesterol, and fat? My favorite part about showing is just the social activities that you get to do, just the friends and meeting people, and just the ring experience.
We round out the last class with some depth and some quality. I'll be the first to tell you that my top two do have some structure issues, but besides that, and you analyze them and break them down, there's one that's just fresher from a composition standpoint. That's a young lady's barrow right here. He's going to win this particular class. Skin and hair is dialed in. He's got shape up high. He's got width as he turns and goes. He's steeper out of his rump, and up front he maybe wants to twist down more than I'd like to see, but I do think that's a very nice kind of a pig to go ahead and win. Young man's barrow here in second. This one's got the bone.
Thank you, Jesse and Karis, for telling us about your broiler and swine project. They are just 2 of our outstanding 4-H members we have in the county. Let's take some time and see what other sites the Montgomery County Fair Association has to offer. Let's take a look. The Montgomery County Fair is one of my favorite times of the year. If you'd like to visit next year, the dates are March 25th through April 3rd, 2022. Our 4-Hers are experts who are outstanding in their fields, and one way we test their knowledge of their project is by having contests. Some of those contests involve livestock, like we saw at the fair today. Others do not. One of those contests is the Ag Product ID, where 4-H members must identify Texas agricultural products and answer a question about them. If you'd like to give it a try and see if you can master Texas agricultural products, visit montgomerycounty4h.org and click Sample Contest. While you're there on the page, there's an interest survey. If you'd like to receive more information about joining 4-H via email, or you can call our office at 936-539-7823. And until next time, thank you for joining us on this episode of 4-H Agrication. I hope to see you next week